Hello students, welcome once again. I am back today with the part 2 of the poem A Photograph. So, in the first stanza we have seen that poetess was remembering her mother as she was looking at the photograph where her mother was standing near the seashore along with her two cousins. Now, the second stanza. Some 20-30 years later, she would laugh at the snapshot. Poetess was remembering how her mother used to feel so happy after looking at the photograph. Some 20-30 years had passed away, okay? And poetess' mother would often look at the photograph and start laughing after seeing the photograph. Poetess was remembering her mother's laughter. Poetess was remembering her mother's smiling face. What she used to say after looking at the photograph. See Betty and Dolly, she would say, and look how they dressed us for the beach. Mother would say, ask her daughter to look at the photograph and see how they were dressed for their day out near the seashore, at the seashore. How they were properly dressed because they had gone for swimming. Betty and Dolly are the names of the cousins. And the reaction, the laughter of the poetess' mother would reveal one thing, that she used to enjoy a lot remembering those past days. Remembering those days when she was a 12 years old girl only. Understood? And poetess was remembering those things. It was some 30 to 20 years later when mother was a married woman. She was having her daughter also, and she would talk with her daughter after looking at the photograph. The sea holiday was her past, mine is her laughter. For the poetess' mother, the sea holiday was past. The sea holiday had passed away. And what is past for poetess? Her mother's laughter. She won't be able to hear her mother's laughter anymore. Why? Because mother is no more. Mother is dead. Mother has passed away. So for her mother when she was alive, the sea holiday was her past because that was the time of her childhood when she was just 12 years old. And for poetess, her mother's laughter is past because her mother is no more. Both rhyme with the labored ease of loss. In the poem. Two words which are contrasting with each other has been used in the poem. Labored and ease. Okay? Labored ease of loss. Both rhyme with the labored ease of loss. What does this mean? It means that poetess' mother, obviously, we all miss our childhood days, isn't it? Poetess' mother, she missed her childhood days, but she adjusted with the situation with difficulty. Poetess misses her mother. She also misses her mother. She has also adjusted with the fact that her mother is no more. Understood? So, both rhyme with the labored ease of loss means both the mother and the daughter. When mother was alive, she adjusted with this fact that her childhood is past and it cannot return back, because past can never return. So she adjusted with the fact with much difficulty, and Poeted has adjusted with this fact that her mother is no more and she can do nothing about it, because this is the ultimate truth of human life, that is death. The ultimate truth. No matter how much we love our father, our mother, our parents who are very close to our heart, but a day will come when they will pass away, when they will leave us forever, and we have to accept it. We have to adjust, we have to adapt to the situation. Understood? Now she has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived. How old was the girl in the photograph? 12 years. So mother is dead now for 12 years. 12 years have passed away. Mother is no more. And of this circumstance, there is nothing to say at all. Its silence silences. Poetess says, Charlotte Olson, she says that mother has passed away. 12 years have passed. And now there is, and of this circumstance, which circumstance is she referring to? She is referring to the circumstance of her mother's death. That mother is no more. Okay? There is nothing to say at all. She does not know what to say. She is so shocked. She is so sad. Because we know that most children, almost all children, we are very close to our mother. Father also we love. But most children, they are very close to their mother. So mother is no more, and this very fact, this very truth that she is no more in her life, this has shocked her. She does not know what to say about this particular circumstance that her mother is no more. She does not know what to say. Its silences means the fact that her mother is no more has silenced her. She does not know what to say, what reaction to give. She has forgotten to give any reaction. So she has become silent. She does not know what to say about this particular fact that her mother is no more. Alright, student, hope you have understood in the second part. So this is the end of the poem.